Someone keeps stalking me over the internet. I've always been careful online. I never use my real name. I keep my social media private, and I never share my location. It's basic internet safety. Something drilled into me since I was a kid. But none of that mattered because somehow someone found me anyway. It started small, as these things always do. A friend request from an account I didn't recognize. The username was just a random jumble of letters and numbers, something forgettable. I ignored it, figuring it was a bot. A few days later, another request, different username, but the same pattern: no profile picture, no posts, no friends. I declined it again, thinking nothing of it. Then the messages started. At first, they were normal, almost friendly. "Hey, how are you? Nice profile pic." I ignored them. I had no reason to respond to a blank account with no history, but they didn't stop. "Why don't you ever reply? I know you read my messages. You're really pretty." A chill ran down my spine at that last one. My profile picture was of a landscape, no photos of me, no identifying details. I blocked the account. The next day, another message, different account. "Blocking me, want help." That's when I started to feel uneasy. Maybe it was a prank, maybe it was just some creep who picked a random person to bother, but something about it felt wrong in a way I couldn't explain. A few nights later, I got a message that made my blood run cold. "Nice blue hoodie today." I froze. I was wearing a blue hoodie right then, sitting alone in my apartment, curtains drawn with no way for anyone to see me. My stomach twisted. I checked my social media, my messages, anything that might give away where I was or what I was wearing. Nothing. I hadn't posted anything all day. I closed my laptop and walked around my apartment, checking every lock, every window. Everything was secure, but I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. That night, I barely slept. The next day, I went through all my accounts, changed every password, added two-factor authentication, deleted anything that could be used to track me. I even deactivated some of my social media, hoping that would make it stop. For a few days, it worked. No new messages, no new requests. I started to feel like maybe I had overreacted. Then the email came. No subject, no sender, just an attachment. A photo of me, sitting at my desk, taken from inside my apartment. I couldn't breathe. My hands shook as I stared at the screen. It wasn't possible. I lived alone. No one had been inside. I called the police. They came, checked the apartment, looked at the email. There was no sign of forced entry, no hidden cameras, no clues. They told me it was probably a sick prank. Maybe someone hacked my webcam. They advised me to put tape over it and be careful online. That was it. Like that would stop whoever this was. I stopped using my computer. I stopped going out alone. But the messages kept coming. A new one every night, always from different accounts, always saying the same things. "You can't hide from me. I know where you sleep. Why don't you say hey?" I started to feel like I was losing my mind, like I was being hunted. Then one night my phone vibrated. No caller ID. A voicemail. I played it. A single whispering voice. "Open the door." I didn't. I stayed frozen, clutching my phone, barely breathing. The knocking stopped. I waited, heart pounding, for what felt like hours before I dared to move slowly. I crept toward the peephole. The hallway was empty. Then my phone buzzed again. A new message. No username. No profile picture. Just an image. A photo of my front door, taken from the other side. I called the police again. They came, checked the building, looked at security cameras. Nothing. No footage of anyone standing outside my door. No signs of forced entry. No proof that I wasn't just imagining all of this. But I wasn't. I knew I wasn't. I asked if I could get a new number, if I could change my online identity, if I could disappear somehow. They said it wasn't that simple. They left, and I was alone. Again. That night I didn't sleep. I sat in the corner of my bedroom, lights on, knife in hand, waiting. At 312, My phone vibrated. A new message. Just a single line of text. Nice knife. I dropped it. My entire body went cold. I hadn't posted anything, hadn't turned on my computer, hadn't even looked at my phone, but they still knew. I packed a bag, grabbed my keys. I needed to leave. But when I got to the door, it wouldn't open. The lock turned, the deadbolt clicked. It wasn't jammed. It was holding itself shut. Then I felt it. The air changed, the room shifted. My laptop screen flickered to life. The camera light turned on, and a new message appeared on the screen. One last line of text. See you soon.